Hello, welcome to July's Q&A. It's lovely weather, freezing cold. We're doing it outside because it is July. I've got a glass of rosé, even though it's actually blowing a gale and quite chilly out here. Anyway, so we're going to start. Okay, so the first question I've got is from James Brown Hair. What is the best thing for super dry scalp and skin? So if you've got super dry scalp and skin, is it something that's irritating it and causing it to be dry, or is it because you're dehydrated? If it's that dry on the outside, it's often coming from the inside that it's dehydrated. Topically, you can apply coconut oil, is really hydrating and fantastically healing as well. But really, you want to be looking at what's going on inside. So fish oil would be your first go-to thing to. You know, it helps skin, it helps with, you know, good fats actually, not even just fish oils. Good fats like avocado, from nuts and seeds. Hello, Red. Oh, and you know, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, so you need things like, you know, so all those good fats will really help your skin from the inside out. But to apply topically, I think probably coconut oil is the best. Okay, next, Emily Grace 1314. What is your favourite meal of the day to prepare? It depends, I guess. I like preparing all meals actually. It depends if I'm tired in the end of the day, and you know, like everybody, I guess making dinner is not my favourite. But I suppose, you know, I do know what I like doing. I like making lunch when I've got time, because I like having lunch really early. I like getting all my stuff out and all my little bits. I quite like that when, you know, you've got a fridge full of like a little bit of guacamole, a bit of brown rice, a bit of this, a bit of that. And you put it out all together and end up making a nice lunch out of sort of all little different, you know, pieces. It's quite nice. But I don't really have a favourite. I love making food all the time. Miss Dr. Jones, Miss D.R. Jones, do you have any tips to help alleviate stomach/digestion pain? Lately I feel like I've been suffering from a slightly bloated stomach too. I would love to hear your advice if you have time. Thank you in advance for your help. Okay, so the problem with this sort of question is you need to find the cause really. Why has it, you know, you say lately, did something happen? Have you had a bad food poisoning? Is it that you have been eating food that you're not usually used to? Is it because you're not breaking food down? Are you chewing too fast? You know, are you not having trouble with your stomach acid? Do you need a bit of apple cider vinegar might help before you start eating? The other thing, you know, do you need to take a course of probiotics? I mean, these are the very basic starting points that I would work with. You know, a course of probiotics would be the start, and then yeah, things like apple cider vinegar, or you could look at digestive enzymes. But really, you need to work out what's going on. Why is it not working? Are you not giving yourself enough time to sit down and eat? Is there a bit of inflammation in the gut? Slightly bloated stomach. It just sounds like you're probably not breaking down your food well enough, which would mean you need to work a little bit on your gut health. So, so I'd start with those two, and then you can move on to things like glutamine. But I'd go and talk to somebody about that properly, really, just to find out what it is. I mean, things like eating fruit after you've eaten your meal can cause bloating, because the fruit sits on top of the gut and it makes it and it ferments and therefore causes bloating. So so perhaps eat fruit, you know, before the meal. Also, drinking water when you're having your meal dilutes the stomach acid, and that can make your digestive ability less. So try to not eat around, you know, drink 20 minutes before your meal and 20 minutes after, but while you're eating, let the acid in your stomach do its thing. Don't dilute it with water, which I know is really hard to do. So anyway, I hope those help. If they don't, let me know and we can try again. Anton Breck, do you have a healthy recipe for gazpacho? Well, Mrs. Breck, gazpacho is usually pretty healthy. So you can do it with whatever vegetables you like. Obviously, the traditional one is with tomatoes and oregano, which is a lovely antibacterial. You can boost it by adding greens to it. Things like cucumber are quite nice cold. You know, you have to think what's going to taste nice cold. I would say that, you know, I quite like mince, and you can make a nice beetrooty one, I would say, with some mint would be nice and fresh. Okay, Mrs. Birchley. Hi Rosemary, I would love to know your top beauty tips, food supplements you swear by, and what face and body care you use? Thank you. And Erica Briscoe says, oh yes, I'd like to know that too, actually. Okay, so I change my supplements a lot. I don't really believe in taking them every day, but I do, you know, the nature of my job means I get quite a few, and I try that. I like to try them out. I like green powders. The one that I swear by is Pure Synergy. I love them. They've got medicinal mushrooms in it. It's got all the different algae, all the grasses. It's a brilliant, brilliant powder. So I swear by that. Very alkalizing, you know, great for you. It's very supportive of the whole body. Zinc, if you have problems with skin, zinc is a brilliant one to take. Also, things like vitamin C are fantastic. You need vitamin C to make the collagen in your in your skin, so they're very important. Oh, here she goes. Vitamin C, vitamin A is really important for skin as well. So things like beta carotene, which is vegetable vitamin A, is in things like sweet potatoes, carrots, you know, all those sort of orangey type vegetables. Butternut squash and orange veg, and tends to give you, like, if you drink a lot of carrot juice, you will go a little bit oranger, which tends to give you a healthier glow. And it's been proven, they've done university studies which people think after 6 weeks the test group who had the orange things looked healthier than the ones that didn't, because their skin does change slightly in colour. So that orange, you know, and brightly coloured foods, obviously antioxidant foods, help to clear out the liver, help to, you know, they help to keep your skin glowing. And so, you know, yeah, green vegetables, water, all that, as it goes for face and body care that I use, I like oils, so aromatherapy associates are really good. And I quite like Weleda oil. Coconut oil is a really brilliant one to use, very natural. I think that's probably about it. I change. Sometimes I use more robust creams, like a creme de la mer in the winter, which I know is not altogether natural, but you know, sometimes you need a bit thicker. So I don't know, you have to try and test it. But there are a lot of good natural products out there now.